Good girl. Good girl. Good job. Where are you gonna go? What's your plan? Just avoid eye contact at all costs? Got it. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. So this is Hopi. I'm just working on getting her to kind of reach out and make the contact with me. And I'm gonna work on getting the halter on her today. And then after I get the halter on her, I'm gonna get her in the round pen, let her settle in there for a minute, and I'm gonna do a little training session with her. Probably just do some desensitizing around her legs and work on handling her, see how far I can get. I think the last time I had her in the round pen, I was able to start petting down her back and almost get to her butt. So we'll see if we can make some more progress there. Good girl. Good girl. Hi. Good job. Good girl. And if she reaches out and actually touches my hand, I might even walk away for a minute. Good girl. Good girl. Good job. The way that Work Schiller kind of explains this is you want to put the picture of what you want the horse to do in your mind. You don't want to really be thinking towards like, oh, I'm going to get this horse to do this. You just want to get that picture in your head of what you want the horse to do. And a lot of the times it really works. But you can't be rushing. You can't really be thinking, I guess, judgmental thoughts about the animal while you're working with it either, because that's really going to throw your energy off when you're working with it. You want to try to keep your energy as, I guess, sympathetic as possible, and just kind of really try your best to understand the horse and what the horse needs. I'm stepping over here to give the horse a break. She reached out. She almost touched my hand, so that was a good opportunity to kind of walk away. But yeah, I just wanted to explain that a little bit to you guys. We'll go back and try again. Good girl. So right here, I'm just thinking, I'm just kind of putting the picture in my head of this horse reaching out to touch me. Good girl. She made a pretty good attempt there. Other than that, I try to keep my mind as clear as possible if I'm working with the animal. I just want the picture of what I want the animal to do in my head, and everything else is just kind of blank. Good girl. Good girl. And sometimes even shifting your weight away can help out a lot. So like if I start to shift my weight towards her and she wants to go away, I might shift my weight away from her. Good girl. Good. Then I might try to make a little more contact with her, but I want that first contact to be her idea. So she got pretty close that time. I'm gonna walk away again. Just kind of let her soak on that. When you're working with these guys, if they do something you want them to do, give them a break. If you've been struggling on trying to get them to, I mean, this goes for anything. If you've just been struggling with getting them to do something, they finally do it, give them a break. Walk away for a minute. Or if you're riding the horse and it does something you've been really working towards, put it up for the day. I mean, there's no point to keep drilling. You get something really good done, call it good. Don't be greedy with it. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. I'm not going to walk away fully, but I'll just sit back over here and let her think about it. See if I can't pet her up on her forehead. Good girl. Give her a minute to think about that and kind of soak that in. And I'll present the halter to her. Let her kind of feel that. Check that out. Might try to see if I can't pet her on the forehead with the halter too. Good girl. See if I can't get her on the forehead again with that halter. Good girl. I'm going to see if I can't touch her on the neck with it too. Just going to take it really slow. If she starts to get worried, I'll stop. I'll go back to where she's more comfortable with it. And give her a minute to settle. Good girl. Just kind of get them to kind of reach out to you. Good girl. Good job. Good girl. So right now I'm working on getting up and touching her shoulder. She's getting a little worried about me getting close to her when I start to get up to her. And then when I finally do make that contact, she is kind of flinching a little bit, but she's not trying to leave too much. So I'll walk away again and give her another break. Good girl. Good girl. You'll kind of see her shifting her weight away from me. That time I was able to get a little bit further. Use the air petting technique here too. Good girl. So she got worried there and she started to shift her weight away, and then when I took my hand away, she actually settled her focus on me. That's kind of what I'm looking for here. Now she is letting me get closer. And usually she tries to block me on her left side. So she's doing a lot better than she usually does today. Good job, Hopi. Oh, you bumped your butt. You got scared. She just bumped into that panel behind her and it startled her a little bit. But she has been letting me reach out and touch her with this. I was hoping to get the halter on her today, but I think the progress that she made there was pretty good. Like I said earlier, she does typically try to block me on the left side, and she was letting me almost touch her on the left side there. And then at the end there, I was just worked on touching her on the face with this, and I pet her on the forehead a little bit. So I'm gonna let her sit for a little bit, and I might come back in a couple of hours and see if I can't try to do something with her again, but for right now, I'm pretty happy with those results. So I was able to get Hopi caught and brought over here. So now I'm gonna work on getting her caught again. And depending on how long that takes, I might do a couple more things with her. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Good job. Good girl. Good job. So she just let me touch her nose with it, so I'm gonna walk away for a minute. And then I might just hang out over here for like 10 to 15 seconds, see if she'll take a couple steps towards me. If she starts walking towards me too, I'm gonna walk away and see if she'll stick with me. And we'll go back up to her now. Good girl. So she took a step towards me right there. That's pretty good. I'm gonna keep coming up. See if she'll touch this again. Might hang out here a little bit longer. See if she'll go again. Right there, I'm just trying to touch her neck. And she does like to block her left side quite a bit. She has gotten better in the last few times I've worked with her, but she still definitely tries to block this left side. So I'm just gonna go until she gets uncomfortable. All right, I'm gonna try to leave right before she gets uncomfortable. So like if I start to reach right here and I see her ears go, I might take my hand back and take a step back. She wants to leave, that's fine. I'll stick with her here. And she wants to look at me, I'll back up. Just gonna see if I can get her to touch this halter again. So if you're doing this, you say you get to the point where you're trying to get back there and touch her neck and then they want to leave, go back to square one. I know. Good girl. Right there, she let me touch her neck, so I'm just going to pet her here a couple times. If she gets worried, I'll just stop. I'll try to go again. And just work myself back over here to this left side. She's starting to block it a little bit again. She's not as bad as she used to be with it, but it's still definitely a concern of hers. Good girl. Good girl. Good job. Good. We'll give her a little bit of time by herself. And there she is. She's kind of following me around now. She's thinking about me a little bit more, which is a good sign. See if I can't get her to take another couple steps towards me. Good girl. Good job. Good girl. And every time she takes an attempt to try to look at me or face me, I'll give her a little bit of a break with that. Same thing, if I start to go there to try to touch her neck and she gets worried, I'll just stop. She is blocking that left side quite a bit again, so I'll see if I can't get up here on the right side. Good job. Good girl. She's getting curious, but she's also thinking about biting me. Good girl. You can also use the air petting technique here. And when she starts to get worried, we'll take it away. The fact that she's holding her head low right here is a good sign. I mean, she's starting to relax a little bit. Good girl. So she had to leave right there. I reached my hand over her crest and started petting the other side of her neck, and she wasn't ready for it, so she got a little frightened from that. So I'm gonna work on trying to get back there. All I'm trying to show her right now is I'm not trying to hurt her. I'm not here to hurt her. Now, just me sitting here petting her, it's not going to do anything bad to her. But she doesn't understand that. She, you know, she's a Mustang. So she used to be wild, and they rounded her up. I don't know how they rounded her up. Sometimes they use helicopters, sometimes other horses. But either way, after they rounded her up, they started poking and prodding her and doing all sorts of different things to her, and that's her first contact with humans. So I don't really blame her for being a little cautious about me. So I'll just take my time with it. I'm not in a rush here to get this halter on her. And even if I don't get it on her today, I have a way to get her back to her pasture without getting one on her. But I know I can. I've done it before. It just takes time. Good girl. Good girl. We'll see if I can actually pet the right side of her neck real quick. Maybe next time I get back over there on the left side and it'll be a little easier to reach up and touch her. Yeah, there's someone right there too. You getting hit by raindrops too? Yeah, the ceiling's leaking. There's drops falling from the roof here, and they keep smacking her, and she's flinching from it, and they keep hitting my hat. I'm gonna give her like a 2-minute break to kind of let her think about a few of those things we just did, and then I'm gonna get right back to it and see if I can't get this halter on. Let's get this halter on your face, huh? What do you think? Can we do it? Good girl. Good girl. Was that scary? I'm going to check the halter out again. Good girl. Good. Well, that was a new one, huh? So I'm gonna work on sending her around a little bit. See if I can get her attention more on me. She keeps asking to come in, but I'm not gonna let her come in until I'm ready for her to come in. Girl. Good job. Good girl. She is trying to stay a little longer, which is what I'm looking for. Good girl. So right there, I was just waiting on her to stop moving her feet. And I was just continuing to move towards her when she was, and as soon as she stopped, I stopped. A lot of times when you're working with horses, it is a lot of experimenting. You're trying different things that you know, but the end result is still the same. I start off by just trying to get her to reach out and accept me. Then I tried to work on just her accepting me touching her in the areas I would need to touch her to get the halter on. And I was just taking my time, going really slow, trying to stay with her and not make her move her feet too much while doing that. And it wasn't really working, so I asked her to move her feet a little bit more there. And now she's staying around me a little bit longer than she was before. Still the same results when I go up and try to touch her. So I'll do that same method where as soon as she starts to kind of shy away, I'll kind of back off a little bit. It's just taking her feelings into consideration there, because she's getting concerned about me being over there. I want to show her, okay, I understand your concern by stepping back over here. And that's not necessarily a time to make them move their feet when they're kind of shying away there. You might think that they're trying to get away, when in fact they're just a little concerned. If you can catch yourself in time and back away, they can stick with you a little longer on that. In this situation now, the only time I'd get her to move her feet is if she took a couple steps away from me. I mean, if she turned her head and started walking away, then I'd ask her to move her feet a little bit more. But if she's sticking right here, I'm not going to ask her to go off. The only reason I'm asking her to move her feet in that situation is showing her that it's a lot easier to be here with me than it is to try to get away. If you're going to try to get away, you're going to have to work towards it. When you're right here with me, it's nice and relaxing. You get to catch your breath. You get a few dopamine releases and you're licking and chewing. It's pretty much just showing them it's not all bad to be around me. Right there. I'm not getting after her. I don't have a flag in here with me right now. I'm not using a lunge whip. I actually never use a lunge whip. I could just get them moving by bringing my energy up, bring that hand up, they go a little faster. If I start to slow myself down, they'll start to slow down and look into me a little bit. Then when I want them to come in, I'll just back away. Now I'll give them a minute before I go up. And I'll just hang out here. I'll get right to where she's concerned. Try to get a little further here. And she's backing her feet up there. I'm just going to hang out where I am. I'm going to keep doing this until she doesn't have to move her feet. Good girl. And of course there's other things happening here, so there's distractions for her. But that's part of it. Oh, she thought about leaving there. So wait a minute, it might be easier just to hang out here. Good girl. Good girl. I'm gonna throw this up over her back here, and it'll help me get her caught a little bit faster. It's not ideal for what you want to do, but for right now, we're running out of time, so I'm just gonna throw this up over her back. I'm not exactly sure why most people don't like this. I know 100% one of the people I like to watch a lot, his name is Buck Brandeman. He doesn't like people doing that. But the way I see it is it's a way to desensitize your horse to stuff getting up on top of it. And it's a way to desensitize your horse to things touching it. Oh no, there's feed bags coming now. So it's weird too. Once I have this up over her, she'll let me touch her just about anywhere without really being worried, except the top of her head there. She definitely doesn't like that. Just work on it slowly. Good. If I make progress somewhere, if she stops being so reactive there, then I'll stop. So I'm gonna work on that a little bit. Just kind of touching her. So if I was doing this without the rope or halter on her, she'd be freaking out right now, but I'm just trying to show her that just because I touch up on top of her head by her ears, it's not going to do anything. She's very reactive and she needs to get used to things being up there, especially when it's time to start riding her and you want to put a bit in her mouth. She needs to understand that I can be up here and I can touch back there and it's not going to really hurt you. I can come down here. See, that's all I was trying to do. I was just trying to pet your forehead. Then I'm going to come up over here, pet her neck, come right back over, pet her forehead, back over, pet her neck, back over. And just kind of repeat that process. There she is. She's getting a little better already. She's just a little worried about coming back, but that's fine. There you go. Good job. And you could do the same thing with the horse that doesn't like its mouth being touched. So you just start up on your nose, go down the mouth, underneath the chin there, back up on top, underneath, back up, underneath. Like you don't want to hang out there. It's like if a horse doesn't want me to grab its mouth or check its teeth, I'm not just going to grab it and try to get the teeth checked out. I might work on this a little bit, and then once I feel like I'm in a good spot, come on top, one on the bottom. I'll go to the corner of her lip, and I'll work on just pulling that lip up so I can check that incisor. I'm gonna keep working on getting her caught without having to throw that rope up over her. It might take a while, but I'll probably have my mark be at about an hour of trying to catch her, and then if she's not having it, I'm gonna have to throw that rope up over her and get her caught. In the rescue life, we don't really, we can't take our time with every animal. We got a lot of animals that we got to try to get handled and worked with, so about an hour a day is what I can do.